Riot dishes more details on Project L, and Halo Infinite multiplayer is making some changes to its slow progression. All that and more, my name's Ethos, and these are your top 5 stories for this week's Free-to-Play Weekly. Coming in at number 5, the Titans may have been part of Titanforge Games' MOBA Smite for a long time now, but that's as bosses and not playable characters. And that looks like it's about to change with the introduction of Atlas into the game. This past week, Titanforge detailed some of the process in creating Atlas and how he would work in the game while continuing to fit his mythology. In fact, it seems like Atlas's particular myth might actually have a significant impact on the game's lore, as the question as to what would happen if he decided to stop carrying the cosmos comes into play. Gameplay-wise, he's a guardian that focuses on crowd control, supporting allies, and hindering the opposition. And he's unique in that, as his weapons go, he's the first god in the game to actually have his weapons leave his hand as he throws it. While his weapon is out of his hands, his attacks change to reflect that. And speaking of throwing, he can actually pick up enemy gods and throw them about, so there's something new for everyone to worry about. And coming in at number 4, it's only been 4 days since Square Enix released the mobile battle royale based on Final Fantasy VII Soldier program, and in half of that time, it's been downloaded more than 1 million times via iOS and Android. Titled Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, the game features 75-player battles, the kind you likely expect from the Final Fantasy franchise. To mark this milestone, Square Enix is offering players a few useful gifts, including 3 Shinra pack tickets, each with 3 items from a Shinra pack, and 2 Chocobo feed sets. These items will be delivered to all players, so all you need to do to get this is to log in. And coming in at story number 3, speaking of multiplayer games, Halo Infinite multiplayer is getting mostly good remarks for its surprise launch earlier last week, but one point of contention among the players has been its progression system. In essence, it takes way too long to advance along the battle pass, and you might have to go several matches without any progress whatsoever, thanks to XP awards being tied to missions that can sometimes take several matches to complete, or be impossible if you don't have the right kind of match or get the specific weapon to show up. The dev team acknowledged this a couple days ago as they're hearing feedback and laid out some of the changes that 343 would be making to the game's progression system. These changes are now live, and it adds the Play One Game Daily Challenge worth 50 XP for every match you play, and this is a continuous one that keeps refreshing every single time, and the pool of challenges have been tweaked to better serve players on all skill levels. In addition, you can log in at any time from November the 23rd to the 30th to receive the Ultimate Sigil Mark 7 visor. And coming in number 2, Bobby Kotick. Oh, Bobby looks like he's committed to rooting out toxic culture at Activision Blizzard. And if he doesn't, well, good news. He promises he's going to step down from his position as CEO, forfeiting hundreds of millions of dollars in the process. That's the latest from the Wall Street Journal reporting on Kotick's meeting with Blizzard executives on Friday, when he said he would consider leaving the country. I wish he was leaving the company if these issues weren't fixed with speed. This introduces a bit of a logical conundrum, since his leaving would address several issues which he stands personally accused of perpetrating. The big question is naturally, how does he define as a proper time frame for implementing such changes, and to what degree would they be dealt with before he acknowledges that they weren't fixed and he'd have to leave? And if those things stay the same or somehow got worse, would he actually stick to his word and resign, as many have called him to do so? In short, due to just looking at his actions previously, there's no reason to trust Kotick in any way about his commitment to upholding these ideas or any of his promises. It's likely that the meeting and his vow is just merely a desperate attempt to regain some kind of control over the company and its employees, and to possibly ensure stockholders that Activision Blizzard stock is down 15% right now as of last week, that he's committed to taking action. In all likelihood, this action won't come unless he somehow maneuvers events in a way that will benefit him. And finally, coming in at number 1, your biggest story of the week. It's been around 2 years since Project L, Riot's fighting game based in the world of Runeterra, was announced during Riot's 10th anniversary reveal-orama. Several other projects were announced during that time, like Legends of Runeterra, Valorant, and the animated series Arcane. All of these have come to full bloom, but we've heard next to nothing about Project L. This changed over this past weekend with a video presentation from executive producer Tom Cannon and technical lead Tony Cannon, along with an accompanying article. In Project L, you'll take a team of 2 champions in a battle, although their size and exact composition of the roster has not yet been set. Controls fill the easy to learn and hard to master mentality, with a steadily increasing difficulty curve for players who are willing to invest time to become proficient with a character. Highlighted was Echo, described as a punk genius who can manipulate time to rewind his own mistakes and stay one step ahead of his opponent. His Chrono Slash leaves an echo of himself behind, which then he can warp to either escape or to use as a platform to launch another attack, while his Time Winder grenade can slow down an opponent moment that it hits. Riot is also investing big on Project L's netcode, which is a vital component in any sort of online fighting game where milliseconds can make the difference between extending a combo and getting countered. There's a lot of technical talk here by Tony Cannon to describe exactly how this will happen, but the ultimate goal is to deliver the same highly responsive gameplay that you expect to play when you're offline. Now you might be wondering when you'll get to be able to play Project L, and it seems like not for a while. It looks like the core gameplay has been locked in, but there's still a long ways to go before it can be called a finished product, or even one in open beta. Riot promises at least 2 more updates in 2022, but the game won't ship for at least another year after that. You can read the complete dev diary on Riot's website or check out their video blog on their official YouTube channel. And that moves us to the question of the week. With these additional details about Project L, let me know in the comment section below if you're definitely interested in trying out this game or not. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And these are your top 5 stories for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name's Ethos, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.